Back here at Steel Hall Ice Arena for the start of the third period. Matt Volz alongside Logan Seeley. The Blue Devils and Cardinals are tied at 2 thanks to 2 huge second period goals by the Blue Devils. Of course, Keenan McNeil scoring a power play goal, his first goal as a Blue Devil to tie this game up at 2. 20 minutes left, Logan. Can the Blue Devils pull it out?
Doing what they were doing in that second period, keeping it tough in the Plattsburgh zone. I think they have a pretty good chance at getting their first win of this season.
Fredonia again coming in at 0-7-1 overall. Plattsburgh 4-4 overall, just a 1-3 conference record so far. Blue Devils from left to right on your screens here in this third period. Arnold with a pass a little bit out of the reach of Keenan McNeil. Blue Devils do keep it in the offensive zone. McNeil looking to center for Cameron. He'll chase it into the corner. Cameron's got one of Fredonia's 2 goals tonight. He scored the first one back early in the second, and now McNeil goes for a spill along with Quinn Tavares. That pass exits the Fredonia zone. Plattsburgh still maintaining possession. Mike English will chip this across center and down in, and the linesmen say no icing. Gonzalez Lambert has his pocket picked, but Gavin Bloater's there to back him up. Off the near wall to Gonzalez Lambert. That's knocked down. Plattsburgh briefly kept it in the zone. Now Blue Devils bring it out. Gavin Bloater chips it down into the corner. Antoine St. Ange racing after it. It's back to the point. Reese tries to keep it in. He does for the moment. Blue Devils do maintain possession. Trenka chips it down, but Plattsburgh's able to take it away. English behind the net as the Blue Devils finish up a change. English pass center, fires this off the boards and into the corner. 4-10 down there with Shanishnikov. Katron tries to step up into it. Blue Devils take it away. Will Robinson chases it down to the far boards, dropping it back for Reese. He's checked into the boards. That pass thrown off the near wall for Sereno, and we're going to get a stoppage in play as there is an injured Blue Devil over there. I believe that is Will Robinson. He was hit hard into the boards.
No, I didn't.
And Robinson is slowly getting to his feet, so that's a good sign. Trainer Katie Porter over there to check on Robinson. He's back down to a knee. 18:21 left in the second period. A 2-2 game. And Robinson is up. So that's a great sign, of course. He was checked hard into the far boards. And that's a good sign for Fredonia to know that he's all right. Barbo. Trent is able to chip it out of the zone, so that time Barbo made it up for a defensive mistake. The time before that, his defense was able to bail him out when he was down and out. Lazard with the puck, tries to get it back to the point. That's picked off by Cash Anderson. Anderson skates by one man and brings it over the line, chipping it down into the corner. Xavier Fortin wins a race to it out in front for Anderson. Couldn't get the pass to him. Anthony Thomas follows up the play. He tries to swing it around and get it back to the point. Owen Cross with the puck, looking to the front of the net. Cross trying to get it dropped back. He does get it to Pittsman with the shot. Kicked aside by Bolane. Blue Devils still with possession in front of Pittsman. That puck turned over though. Callanan brings it across center, gets the pass to Sacratini. That goes to the board. Thomas off the glass. Can't get it up, but the Blue Devils will now. Ethan Pittsman brings it in over the line, looking for an option. Cross going to the net in the middle. Pittsman trying to leave it for McNeil. He sends it across for Gagnon. Gagnon a long shot. Glove save by Bo Lane. So an eventful first 5 minutes of this period. Very nearly a third Plattsburgh goal, but at first you had some excellent defensive work by Fredonia when Barbo was down and out. And then another just shortly after that, Fredonia turning the puck over and Barbo making an excellent save. Blue Devils with the puck in the offensive zone. Owen Arnold with a long shot on net. That gets deflected high. Luke Morris looking for an option. He gets it to Cameron. Cameron back to the point for Owen Arnold. There's a long shot on net. Lane makes a save, and he'll scoop up the loose rebound and hang on. So Fredonia applying some pressure in the offensive zone. We do have a score update on the Jets and Sabres game. Tanner Pearson has scored for Winnipeg. They now lead the Sabres 2-1. Blue Devils win the face-off. There's a long shot on net. Serino with a chance and covered up by Lane.
A lot of pressure for the Blue Devils in the offensive zone to start out this third period. Kind of doing the same as they were in the second. Applying pressure, and one of these times that defense will hopefully break down. Blue Devils just got to keep their foot on the gas.
Fredonia has the line of Fournier, Robinson, and Serino out there. This is going to go all the way down the length of the ice. No icing as it was deflected in by a Plattsburgh stick. Hall chasing it into the corner, as is Serino. Blue Devils try and chip it out. Fournier can't get it out. Goulet-Storr knocks it away from his man. Cardinals keep it in, though. English, a shot that goes wide of the net. Matthew Fournier brings it out of the zone for Fredonia. Fournier with a pass to Robinson. He brings it into the line. Robinson sends it down for Serino. He's checked into the boards. Serino still battling for the puck, as is Robinson on the boards. Blue Devils take it away. Serino goes to center. He falls to the ice, leaves it there. Trinka, a shot, save made by Lane. Hall with the puck behind his own net. Off the near side for Sutherland. Chips it past Xavier Fortin. Gavin Bloater wins the race to it. Tries to evade Aaron Catron. Blue Devils not able to get it out of the zone, but they do have possession. Thomas swings it across for Fortin. Got to be careful with it down here, and the Blue Devils are. Trenka chips it into the Plattsburgh zone. And now the Cardinals trying to bring it away, and they do off the near wall for Moliner. That goes on net. Barbo's going to reach out and hang on to it with 13-13 left in this third period. And just as I give an update on the Sabres game, Buffalo now trailing 3-1 late in the second period up in Winnipeg. That game has gone to the second intermission up in Manitoba. Plattsburgh wins the draw. They have the puck in the offensive zone, but the Blue Devils take possession. Owen Arnold sends it out, sends it up ahead for Cash Anderson. Anderson chips it by Lazat, looking to get it to center. Tries to leave it there for Cross, but couldn't get the pass there. Pass goes out the far side for Catron. That's broken up by Arnold. A potential breakaway chance avoided, and now we're going to get a penalty call and an offside against Plattsburgh. So 12:49 left in this third period. Fredonia 2 and Plattsburgh 2. Reminder, the Blue Devils will be back here again tomorrow as Fredonia will host Skidmore at 4 o'clock. You can catch that game on FredoniaBlueDevils.com. This puck is going to roll all the way to the netminder lane, and he will hang on and get a stoppage in play. Fredonia has spent a decent amount of time in the offensive zone in this third period. 12:40 to go. Blue Devils trying to at least salvage a point. Fredonia wins the draw. Reese holding it in at the point, gets the pass to Cameron. Fredonia able to keep it in. Chasing after it is Morris, but the Cardinals are going to bring it out. Plattsburgh still with possession, but they have to retreat to their own zone. Cameron tries to pick off the pass. It rolls down into the corner. This is going to go for an icing call against Plattsburgh. Well, it was a sparse crowd early, but it has filled in. A very eventful Friday night in Fredonia. A lot of other things going on in addition to this game tonight. And we'll see if the Blue Devils can find a way to at least come away with a point, which would be only their second of the season. They had a tie against Morrisville back in mid-November. Goulet's Store will send this off the near boards. 4:10 in there. The Blue Devils try and clear it away. Robinson gets to it. 12 minutes left in this third period. Robinson battling with Aller. Fournier gets the pass. Blue Devils are able to get it out of the zone. Sereno trying to knock it down. He chases after it on the near boards, but that gets intercepted and brought in over the line for Plattsburgh by Filione, who gets hit into the boards by Fournier. Pass off the boards for Garrison Gagnon, end of the line. He fires a shot wide of the net. Robinson drops it back for Sam Trenka. Trenka back for Owen Arnold. Arnold across for Garrison Gagnon. He settles down a bouncing puck. That rolls into the corner. Gagnon tries to keep it in. Blue Devils are not able to. And Sacratini will fire it down into the corner as Plattsburgh finishes up a change. Owen Arnold will send it ahead for Sam Trenka. It takes a deflection, no icing. Lane comes way out of the net to play it. Mike English with the puck behind his own net. He's hounded by Antoine St. Ange. That pass goes off the boards and back behind the net. Colin Callanan brings it out for Plattsburgh and sidesteps Gonzalez Lambert, but loses the puck. They battle for it on the boards. Cash Anderson steps into his man. Reese swings it around the far boards. This puck will leave the zone, but Plattsburgh will take possession. Lizotte this side of center, sends it down behind the net. Reese will chip it up ahead for Owen Cross. Can't quite get it out. Blue Devils still have possession, though. Alexi Gonzalez-Lambert with a long pass ahead. That misses the stick of Ethan Pitzman, and that's going to go for an icing call with 10:29 left in this third period.
Cardinals able to get the puck into the Fredonia zone, but unable to retain possession as Blue Devils quickly intercepting each pass, able to keep it out of their offensive zone for the time being. Let's hope that defense pulls the fort down as we have this face-off in the Fredonia zone.
Fredonia wins the draw. Owen Cross with a good job to win it. That puck rolls on the far wards. Ethan Pitzman trying to get it out of the zone, and he will do that. This will roll down the ice, no icing, as Fredonia makes a wholesale change and Plattsburgh tries to bring the puck up ice. That's deflected off the near wall. Thomas wins the race to it. Thomas turns it over, though. Hall looking in front. There's a shot blocked in front by Xavier Fortin. That's a shot knocked down by Morris. McNeil's going to fire it out of the zone. He takes a heavy hit, and McNeil, that one might have hurt him. McNeil able to get back up, though. Fredonia in there defensively. There's a shot saved by Barbo. Rebound goes off the side of the net. Plattsburgh with possession. Riley Sutherland at the point, looking for an option. Long shot blocked in front by Morris. McNeil battles with Kyle James on the far side. James behind the net, he passes to Hall. Hall drops it back. Bolter shot and his stick explodes, and the Blue Devils bring it across center. McNeil looking to throw it to the front. That pass a little too far out of the reach of Fortin. McNeil chases his man down and then hits Bolger into the boards. And he might have cut Bolger up high. No call. Bolger tries to play the puck. Here's McNeil with it, though. McNeil, Cameron a shot. Save made by Lane. Cardinals try and get it out of the zone. Blue Devils take it back and fire it right back down in. Just over 9 minutes to play in this third period. Still a 2-2 game. Pass broken up by Fournier at center. He tries to drop it back. Senishnikov with a pass back. That's intercepted. Blue Devils take it away. Garrison Gagnon brings it out of the zone and chips it ahead for Serino. Serino trying to beat his man to the net, takes a backhand, and that goes high and wide. Fournier tries to settle down a bouncing puck. Plattsburgh taking it away, though, and the defenseman Belina with a pass to center. Shanishnikov with a pass to Moliner with a shot. Save made. Shanishnikov in front. Save made by Barbeau. He deflects that one out of trouble. A big save by the Fredonia netminder as Owen Arnold with the puck gets it across to Gonzalez-Lambert. Alexei Gonzalez-Lambert brings it across center and sends it down into the Plattsburgh end. Antoine St. Ange battling with Brandon Butler for it. Pass swings around to the point. Gonzalez-Lambert pinches on the near wall to keep the puck in the zone, and he does just that. Antoine St. Ange battling with Butler behind the net. Mike English takes the puck. As Plattsburgh tries to clear it, they can't. Gonzalez-Lambert with a long shot. That's knocked down in front. English chasing it to the corner. Under 8 to play in this third period. Ketron chips it up and out. So the Cardinals do get it out of the zone and are able to change, but Fredonia with possession, and they bring it right back in. Trenka with a shot that goes wide of the net. Lane is going to reach out and cover it up. 7:45 left in this third period. Charles Anthony Barbeau once again, Logan, standing tall.
Perhaps a few four-leaf clovers found under the snow for the Blue Devil defense. A few deflected, which would have been goals. 2 off the post and 1 off the crossbar. A couple broken sticks as well on the shots. Blue Devil defense snow holding it down, though, as they look for this offensive opportunity here in the Plattsburgh zone.
Face off to the left of the netminder Lane. Draw one by Fredonia. 4-10 a long shot. That's knocked down in front and kicked aside. Cardinals are able to get it out of the zone, but Fredonia takes possession and backhands it right back down in. Bulger with the puck behind his own net, swings it across to Belina. That pass off the near side for Shanishnikov. There's a shot on net, saved by Barbeau. Cross able to get to the rebound. Ahead of Catron, there's a long shot, deflected aside by Barbeau. It pops up in the air. Goulet Store knocking it away, getting the pass across to Xavier 410. 410 chips it up, can't quite get it out of the zone as Pitzman delivers a hit on the far boards. Blue Devils are able to get it out, and Cash Anderson takes it at center. Anderson absorbs a hit and throws it down into the corner. Ethan Pitzman trying to get it back to the point. There's a nice hit on the boards by Luke Morris, picked off by Fredonia. Pass goes off a skate of Keenan McNeil and swung around behind the Plattsburgh net. Cardinals still trying to clear the zone. They are able to do that, but the Blue Devils get it right back. Luke Morris sending it across for Arnold. Arnold across center, sends this down behind the net. Hudson Cameron trying to get it back to the point. Garrison Gagnon is there. It's swung around the far boards to Owen Arnold. Arnold across Gagnon, a shot. He was looking for a man at the side of the net, couldn't find him. There's a shot. They score! Antoine St. Ange fires a shot in from a deep angle. That's Luke Morris on the goal. Morris fires it by, and with 6:26 left, Fredonia leads it 3-2.
In the late stages of this third period, Blue Devils taking the lead for the first time tonight. They've been hounding that offensive zone pretty much the entire period, and it finally pays off. St. Ange able to score his first goal tonight. Blue Devils up 3-2.
Well, that one just beat Bo Lane from a tough angle, and Luke Morris, the Fredonia native, able to fire that one by. Morris scores his second goal of the year, and with just over 6 minutes to play, the Blue Devils now find themselves in front for the first time tonight. You know, Plattsburgh is going to be aggressive on the offensive end, though. Fredonia is going to have to be careful. Colin Callanan with the puck. He turns it over. Sam Trenka with it. That's intercepted and brought down the ice by Plattsburgh. Tavares brings it into the line, tries to sidestep Gonzalez-Lambert. He takes the stick of Gonzalez-Lambert. Good defense there, though. Lazat backhands it down into the corner for Sacratini. Sacratini back for Callanan. Owen Arnold pins him to the boards. Tavares tries to drop it back to the point. That's intercepted. Gonzalez-Lambert still doesn't have a stick. Sacratini thrown in the middle with a shot up high and out of play from Quinn Tavares.
Well, 3 unanswered goals here by the Blue Devils. Once we're down 1-0, now lead by 3-2. 5.5 minutes left. Blue Devil defense needs to lock it down, and they can secure their first win of the season, but still a lot of time left.
Exactly right. 5 minutes and 36 seconds remain in this game. But Fredonia does win the draw. Ethan Pitzman brings it across center and sends it down into the corner. Cash Anderson wins the race to it, tries to leave it in front for Pitzman and couldn't quite get the pass to him. Bondi brings it across center, leaves the puck there for Sutherland. Sutherland a pass through the middle, that's broken up. Good defense by Fredonia, and the Blue Devils may have numbers coming down the ice. Pitzman with a pass chipped ahead down into the corner by Anderson. He battles with his man, and his stick goes flying up in the air, knocked out of his hand, as Plattsburgh brings it across center with 5 minutes to play. It's Bondi into the line, leaves it there. There's a shot blocked in front by Owen Cross. The Blue Devils have blocked a bunch of them tonight. That's thrown all the way down the length of the ice. Fournier is down there for Fredonia, though. Fournier looking for an option, tries to throw it to the front. The pass got knocked down. English battling with his man. Lane comes out of the net to play it, and Plattsburgh will start the rush, but a great job by Fournier to take the puck away from Catron on the far boards. Will Robinson looking to center. He leaves it for Serino. Serino skates away from his man, Belina. Now Robinson behind the net trying to get it out in front. Fournier battles for it. Looking for an option. Fournier throws it on net. Lane kicks it aside. Robinson trying to drive it back to the point. He's tied up with his man. Plattsburgh takes possession away. They'll get it out of the zone, but the Blue Devils get it right back and fire it right back down in the Cardinals zone. Just over 4 minutes to go in this game. McNeil comes up and ambushes his man Cameron at the side of the net. And a save made by Bo Lane. A little bit of carelessness with the puck in the Plattsburgh zone. A good job by Keenan McNeil to win the race to it. 4 minutes and 10 seconds remain in this third period. Fredonia leading 3-2. And the Blue Devils have spent a lot of this third period in the offensive zone. That's something we have not really seen from them in a lot of games this year. Blue Devils again win the draw, though. McNeil trying to drop it back to the point. Morris swings it across on the boards. Reese pinches, flips it up in the air. Lazat knocks it down for Pittsburgh. He battles on the far boards with McNeil. James takes it away for Plattsburgh, sends it down into the corner, and no icing called. Gonzalez-Lambert taking it. Fredonia wanted an ice. They're not going to get it. And Luke Morris trying to bring it up ice, trying to chip it out of the reach of Sacratini. Sacratini gets to it first, though, and leaves it there for his defenseman English. 3.5 minutes to go. Fredonia picks off the pass at center ice, and Gavin Bloater fires it right back down into the corner. Lane comes out of his net to play it and throws it off the near boards. Gavin Bloater picks it off at center and gets the pass across to Owen Arnold. Arnold sends it ahead, is going to fire this down into the corner. Antoine St. Ange wins the race to it. Pass to the front of the net for Trinka. Loose puck, Trinka, another shot that goes wide. Some great battles by the Blue Devils. That's chipped at the side of the net. Antoine St. Ange getting to it. Dropping it back for Garrison Gagnon. There's a shot blocked in front. It goes down to the corner. St. Ange trying to get it. Under 3 to play. St. Ange a shot. And a save by Lane. He'll hang on.
Well, Blue Devils able to take up residence in the offensive zone for the most part of this third period. It has paid off 3 unanswered goals. They lead 3-2 with just under 3 minutes left. If they can continue what they are doing right now, it's going to be tough for the Cardinals to make a play here.
Face off to the right of the netminder Lane. Plattsburgh wins that draw. It hops off the skate of Gonzalez-Lambert, and we're going to get a stoppage in play. So depending on how much the puck is able to be in the Fredonia zone, we'll keep an eye on Bo Lane to see if Steve Moffat decides to make the decision and pull him from the net. But again, like you said, Logan, Fredonia has spent a lot of time in the Plattsburgh zone in this third period. Puck is in the Fredonia zone right now. Gonzalez-Lambert has checked into the boards. Filione with it in the corner, drops it back to Belina. Belina, long shot, deflected by Pitzman and out of play. The Blue Devils have also done an excellent job of standing in shot lanes tonight. They have blocked a lot of them this evening.
Well, great improvement, especially from the earlier games this season. A lot of large margins that the Blue Devils have lost by. Only allowed 2 goals tonight, and a great game here for the Blue Devil defense.
They certainly have. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Face-off in the Fredonia zone. Lane is still in the net for now. Face-off won by Plattsburgh. Cameron hounding Callanan on the far boards. Callanan looking for an option, tries to send it out in front. James is there in front. Sacratini tries to get it away. Nice job by Gagnon to knock it away, and Cameron's going to clear the zone. McNeil chasing after it, trying to knock the puck down. He does get to it. Here's Cameron with a shot on net, saved by Lane. Blue Devils with the puck in the offensive zone. 2 minutes left in the period. Out in front to Morris with a shot that goes just wide. Under 2 minutes to play. Another broken stick. Blue Devils with the puck out in front to McNeil. He can't get it to him, but Arnold keeps it in with a long shot. And a glove save made by Lane with 1:50 to go.
Well, a pretty expensive night here for the Plattsburgh
Yeah.
Cardinals. A lot of broken sticks, and from what I have heard, not very expensive, not very cheap, I should say.
Not at all.
to replace.
Not at all. I remember that a handful of years ago, it was shortly before the pandemic hit in the U.S. when it was affecting other parts of the world. There was a significant hockey stick shortage because some of the material that's used to make them was not able to be manufactured because of the pandemic, which was an interesting, adage of how things work together. And then we saw what happened with all of that, of course. Minute and a half to go in this third period. Fredonia with the puck in the offensive zone. And they have been down there quite a bit in this third period. Plattsburgh with the puck on the near wards. When will Steve Moffat make the decision to pull Lane, if he will at all? Gavin Bloater takes his man to the ice and takes the puck. Bloater, nice move, but can't quite finish it off. Made a move by one, couldn't get by another. Plattsburgh brings the puck across center with 1:15 to go, and here comes Lane. He will come to the bench. So an empty net for Plattsburgh with just over a minute to go. Xavier Fortin chips it ahead. Plattsburgh in the zone, wires it around in the corner. Kyle James with it, 1 minute left in the game tonight. Catron tries to swing it across. He'll get it to Moliner, 53 seconds left. Moliner back to the point for Shinishnikov. Fignon, Moliner a shot, kicked aside. Gonzalez-Lambert goes to get it. 45 seconds left. Catron walking in, fire, saved by Barbeau. Moliner on the near boards with just under 40 seconds to go. Moliner there for Filion. Gonzalez-Lambert battling with him. Plattsburgh able to keep it in. James nearly had it picked off. Fredonia's got it. Fortin's going to fire it down the ice. That is deflected and goes into the corner. It doesn't go into the net, but that's fine for Fredonia. They're able to kill a lot of time. Plattsburgh trying to go with one last rush with 18 seconds left. Filion in over the line. That pass goes behind the net and broken up. McNeil with the puck. The Blue Devils are more than content to just hold it there. 10 seconds left to go. They battle for it in the corner. They get it out. There's a pass in front. They score! Alexandro Moliner with 6.6 seconds left ties the game for Plattsburgh. And the air just went out of Steel Hall Ice Arena.
The Devils thought they had it there, 6 seconds left. However, Plattsburgh pulled the goalkeeper and just enough time to tie this one up at 3 in the final seconds of the third period. That's why you always play down to the horn, and just not enough.
Face off won by Fredonia. Gonzalez-Lambert with the puck in his own zone. He's just going to hold on to it. And this game will go to overtime. So Fredonia will get a point. It's their second point of the season. But the Blue Devils were less than 10 seconds away from a huge win over a conference rival. And the goal by the freshman from Delson, Quebec, Alexandro Moliner, ties this game up at 3. Well, we've had an eventful night and an overtime chance for Fredonia to not only beat a huge rival, but to pick up their first win of the season. It's a 3-3 game. And man, just the air went out of this arena when that puck went in the back of the net. And you could see several Blue Devils just absolutely in shock after giving up that goal.
Well, it's not what you want to see, obviously, but you can't let it get to your head. You still got overtime to play. You still have a game to win. And it's right in front of them. You just got to lock that defense down and continue what you were doing in the offensive zone, and things could end up well for the Blue Devils.
Fredonia had an excellent third period. They were in the offensive zone for a lot of that third period. They did an excellent job defensively and had stood tall in the defensive zone until, with 7 seconds to go, under 7 seconds to go, Plattsburgh was able to tie it right back up. It's been a back and forth here at Steel Hall Ice Arena, and we'll see who's going to come away with the extra point tonight. Keenan McNeil tried to, on that play, looked like he tried to just keep the puck pinned to the boards to try and kill as much time as possible, but Plattsburgh was able to seal it away, and Molinaire got to a great spot in front of the net. So in the extra period, the Blue Devils will go from right to left. And again, the overtime operates similar to how the NHL does their overtime. We will play 3-on-3 hockey for 5 minutes. If nobody scores, it will go down in the books as a tie. We would have a shootout in that case, but it would be officially a tie regardless of the outcome. So the Blue Devils with the puck to start overtime. Gonzalez-Lambert brings it in over the line, gets it back to Gavin Bloater. Bloater turns over the puck, and you can't do that. Quinn Tavares brings it across center with a defenseman back. Tavares goes around one man, goes to the net, a save by Barbeau, and we're going to get a penalty call here against Fredonia. I think it's going to be Gavin Bloater, rather, who's going to the box. Or it is going to be Luke Morris.
Well, not the start that the Blue Devils wanted to the overtime period. Immediately a penalty just 25 seconds in. Some defense, last two penalties have done a good job of killing. Let's hope they have one more in the tank.
So it'll be a 4-on-3 advantage for Plattsburgh for the next 2 minutes with Luke Morris in the box. Face-off will be to the right of Charles Anthony Barbeau. Again, that might be another situation where you'd rather commit the penalty than give up the goal. Plattsburgh is going to use their timeout here. Steve Moffat makes the call. So 4:35 left in the overtime period. Plattsburgh on the power play for the next 2 minutes. And we'll see if the Blue Devils penalty kill, which again, up until tonight, has really, really struggled. They did give up one power play goal on Plattsburgh's first power play, but were able to kill off the second. Both of these teams 1 for 2 on the power play so far tonight.
As we take a timeout, get a score update from men's basketball as they fall to Plattsburgh by a score of 94-78. Coming in a little closer at the end, but the Blue Devils still searching for their first win. Men's team and the women's team will take on Potsdam on the road tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening.
So tough losses to Plattsburgh for both men's and women's basketball, and we'll see if the Blue Devils hockey team can pull away a victory over Plattsburgh tonight. They're going to have to kill off a penalty in overtime first and foremost. So 2 forwards and a defenseman out there on the kill, as Ethan Pitzman is out there with Cash Anderson. Owen Arnold is the defenseman. Plattsburgh on the power play in overtime. James gets the pass to Shanishnikov. Back to the point for Belina. Pass back to Belina with a long shot. Saved by Barbeau, and he'll hang on. So Fredonia very much will be looking to just get possession, and as soon as they do, just get rid of it, dump it down the ice. Blue Devils will make a defensive switch. Garrison Gagnon comes onto the ice. Face-off won by Plattsburgh. Kyle James circles back looking for an option. James back to the point for Belina. Up to the top for Jake Sacratini. Back to the point for Belina to Kyle James. James looking for an option. Good defense by Pitzman to take away the shot lane. Back to the point for Belina. 1 minute gone in overtime. 35 seconds killed off for the penalty. Sacratini with the puck. He leaves it there. Shanishnikov with a shot. They score. Vlad Shanishnikov, the junior from Moscow, scores the winner on the power play in overtime. And a gut-wrenching loss for Fredonia as they drop to 0-7-2 on the season.
Blue Devils thought they had it led up until the final 6.5 seconds of the third, but just not enough time to hold hold it down, and Blue Devils didn't make it easy for the Cardinals, but nonetheless, they suffer their 8th loss of the season and just a heartbreaker on Friday.
Well, definitely a gut punch for the Blue Devils as they fall 4-3 in overtime tonight for Plattsburgh. Blue Devils had a 3-2 lead with less than 10 seconds left in this third period before Alexandro Molinaire scored to tie it with 6.6 seconds left with the goaltender pulled. And a penalty in overtime leads to Vlad Shinichnikov scoring the winner. The Blue Devils drop to 0-7-2 overall on the season, 0-2-2 in conference play. Plattsburgh improves to 5-4 overall, 2-3 in conference play. As a reminder, we will be back here tomorrow. The Blue Devils will face Skidmore at 4 p.m. Logan and I will be on the call on Fredonia, BlueDevils.com. Well, from all of us here at WNYF and Steel Hall Ice Arena, we want to thank you for tuning in for tonight's broadcast. The Blue Devils fall 4-3 in overtime alongside Logan Seeley. I'm Matt Volt saying goodnight and go Blue Devils.